Are you gonna put your headset on, Tony?
I know.
while we wait for people to join.
Welcome.
Testing. Hello. Should we give people a little bit time to get in the
Yes.
room? We'll be taking phone calls momentarily, just waiting for people to join the room.
Welcome, all those who are already here.
To Saturday. We're in New York City.
Okay, Stefan, don't put people to sleep.
Hi, Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone here.
When will you understand that I am a person and not a thing?
Look it up.
Do something else. Do my eyebrows.
Better to say, am I being true to myself? And is this what I want to say? And have I expressed myself the way I want to express myself? I mean, that's what it's all about.
You're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna, Louise, Veronica Ciccone. Hey guys, it's Stefan.
Hey guys, it's Tony, and we're coming to you live from Brooklyn. It is 90 degrees.
Oh, it's a scorcher today. I am impressed that I'm not sweating through my Madonna t-shirt. I've got a do something else, do my eyebrows t-shirt on, thanks to Justin Teodora, the wonderful artist that we've featured occasionally and interviewed with last season. It was last season, right?
Yes.
I start to blank.
Yeah.
2020 was such a blank. I don't really. It was like a dream that happened. I don't know if it was like like you have an induced coma, and I have sort of woken up, and it's 2021.
Well, I've still not woken up from this fuzzy dream. Still feel like I'm inside, but I'm seeing that Liberty is here for a holiday, and that always makes me very happy to know that Liberty is hanging out.
Oh, well, so wait, question. Just confirm if you guys can, if you're listening to us, you can hear us, right? We're assuming you can, but can you please confirm that you can hear us? Because last time...
No, I was about to say, yes, they can hear us because we got our shit together and fixed it.
Because last time on MLVC Live, there were a little bit of sound glitches thanks to the Podbean app, and it was a comedy of errors, people. And thankfully, we've figured it out. We're back. We're better than ever. And
we're going to take calls today, too. So
yes, so
I'd love to hear from you.
Just a couple house rules for the call-ins. Obviously, as you know, you can call in. We will say hello. We will do our best to get to as many people as possible. We apologize if we don't get to you, but the prerequisite for calling in, you have to come with a truth or dare quote. Try to make them your own original favorite. Don't try to. As we know, there are many favorites, so try to go for the obscure quotes that maybe the general public hasn't been welcomed to.
Right.
But
and if you haven't already heard, today's episode is about truth or dare, or as everyone else knows it, in bed with Madonna.
Yes, thanks to the 30th anniversary of Truth or Dare this year, we decided it didn't deserve just one episode. It deserved multiple episodes. So we're going live. We're going to take a little trip down memory lane and talk about our favorite rockumentary, Truth or Dare, where Madonna bared it all. It was a very groundbreaking documentary. For those who weren't around when it first came out, I think I saw it like 3 times in the theater. It was one of the most times I'd ever seen a movie in the theater, but I was gobsmacked and in awe and loving it, and I couldn't get enough of it, because this is before like YouTube or DVDs would come out very quickly. So I was like,
no, it took exactly like 6 months, maybe a little bit longer, because I remember waiting, like going into the video store and asking, like, do you have a release date for...
When's it coming?
Yeah, for real.
Well, so before we get to Truth or Dare, Tony, how are you today? How's things in Tony's life?
I'm all right. It's always nice to do a show and get out of the dark reality that we are in right now. But no, this is nice. I'm glad to be talking to you and everyone else. This is a really great distraction, and I hope that we're offering you guys the same.
Yeah, no, it is. It's always a nice little safe haven to escape the reality of life and the hardships that are happening. And if we're struggling, it's like, just take a holiday, listen to a little MLVC and escape what's going on. Are there fun comments in the comment section? Anything good?
I mean, Yeah, they're always cute comments because we got cute listeners. You know.
I can't. Oh, I can't. The screen's a little far away from me, so I can't really read what's going on. Can we do just something? Let's do a test to see if the phone calls are working. Can somebody try calling?
Let's just take our first caller
because I think that was the problem we were having before. The first time we couldn't see. We should be able to see the callers coming. Oh wait, no, hold on. This is the problem. See, that's
all right. Allow him.
Yeah, hold on, trying. Oh, that didn't work. Did it? No, see, whoever just tried calling in, please try calling in again.
It said join now. Can you hear me?
Hi. There we go.
Hi, it's your old friend Chris again. Sorry,
Chris.
But you're just a regular here on MLVC Live.
Yeah.
We love him. So, all right, where's your quote? That's how you get in. Otherwise,
otherwise we hang up.
We hang up.
My calling in experience is definitely one of the all-time worst.
I was gonna say the people who call in early get to get those big quotes.
Yeah, you get the big quotes in.
That's why I wanted to get in early.
It'll get harder as the show. It'll get harder as the show goes on, people. So,
Chris, how are you doing today? When was the last time you watched Truth or Dare?
Gosh, all the way through.
Yesterday. Yesterday is the right answer.
I know, exactly. I've watched bits and pieces of it probably in the last year, but I haven't watched the whole thing for a while. But I need to go back and revisit.
I always think it bears repeating like once a year at least, just for fun.
Kind of like a holiday Christmas special, perennial.
Absolutely.
I watched the first half of it last night, and every time I see it, I see something different or hear.
Did you fall asleep having dreams of being on the Blind Ambition tour?
No.
I should have watched it. I should have watched it to refresh for this podcast, but I didn't remember.
Oh, that's all right. I mean,
I think it's so intrinsic in our minds that we don't really even have to have seen it within the last couple months in order to like understand the. Oh, so Tony, what would be your favorite quote from Truth or Dare? What's one of your? I don't say it. I know what you're gonna say. If you mention JD.
No. I love please, Freddie, please. Or I love it when she's yelling at Warren Beatty on the phone. It's like, no, I never said that.
Slams the phone down.
I like sweet moments like that.
I was gonna say, one of my favorite quotes has always been, "Are there any messages?" No messages.
Yeah,
because I always love that moment because she's just traipsing through the hallway of the hotel in a bathrobe.
As you do. My other favorite one is it's purple.
Yeah, it's fucking blue.
I was almost there. Sorry.
Almost there.
I was going to bring this up about Madonna's whining, and I was just thinking that, like, think about it. Madonna grows up in a Catholic home, very strict, no whining allowed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like in her most self-indulgent moments, she really gets into whining, So I think it's almost like it's
she's making up for lost time.
She's making up for lost time.
Sure.
If you disagree, call in.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, Chris,
thanks, guys. I'll let you move along. But thank
you.
Good to talk to you again.
Always great to see you and to talk to you.
Yep.
Till next time.
Right.
Okay. Bye.
Stefan is working the boards.
I'm trying to. I'm telling you, Podbean does not make it that user friendly.
Maybe they'll be hearing our live show and they will be fixing these bugs. But
I know.
Until then, we will persevere.
Oh, do we have sound effects? Do we have any?
Yeah, we've got sound effects.
Thank you to all of our adoring fans. Thank you. Okay, but now how do we shut it off?
Just
click it again. Oh no, that's not.
Oh my God.
Are we stuck with it cheering?
No, you gotta hit it again.
No, I think that repeated it. No, I think. Oh no, it just dies out. There we go. Okay.
I have a feeling it's gonna come back. All right, let's take a caller.
If we can. I'm getting rid of the sound
And yes,
effects.
that's right. That's for the big fat guys in the very front row giving me dirty looks all night.
There we go. Hello, you're on with MLVC. Hello, who's this?
Hello, Stefan. Hello, Tony. This is Ben.
Hi, Ben.
Ben Klein.
Yes.
Well, Southern drawl right about now.
And I'm ready with my quote, honey.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Coitus interruptus.
You said it with such a nice lilt.
I like to say it in real life.
You're our Matthew McConaughey section of the program for the day.
Oh, thank God I ain't got no stubby arms.
Break out some of your Southern iced teas. Have some biscuits and gravy, and settle in for a little Ben Klein.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
Well, that just bought us about 20 minutes.
Are you still enjoying the frivolities of New York City, or have you escaped?
I am not. I am back home in Ohio.
And how's the weather out in Ohio?
It's hotter than a witch's tit in a brass brassiere.
Yes.
Yeah, we got one of those days today, but I think it's our first one.
Yes,
It
is. Ben, if you were here, I'm sure it would just be shirtless, jockstrap.
Stefan, this is a family podcast.
This is the Truth or Dare episode. This is the Truth or Dare episode. So,
do you take your top off on this performance? Do you undress?
No.
See, I got it right back on topic.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Oh.
How about a little poem dedicated to Truth or Dare, just right off the top of your head, right now?
What was her poem about farting?
A fart is a beautiful thing. It comes
Thing.
from a place called bum. I don't know.
to fart is you should know that by heart as a poet, Ben. I mean, come on.
You would think I would, but I was so distracted by what she was eating in that scene. Every time I watch the movie, I'm like, what is she eating? Is it like dried apples or kale chips? I need to know what she's eating from that weird Tupperware container.
I know, and I'm always wondering what kind of soup is in the scene where she's talking to her dad on the phone. I was like, is that a miso soup? Is that like an escarole? Is that like...
I always thought it was like a seaweed
Italian
soup.
Wedding soup.
I thought it was miso with some seaweed in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It just looked kind of like a grainy veggie.
It looked boring.
Yeah.
That's what it looked.
It looked very soothing for her throat. That's all.
I guess.
And it was so funny. I remember when I first saw that scene, I was like, is she like, I thought her hair was wet. I didn't realize she was bleaching her hair again.
Roots.
But it never occurred to me that that's what that was. I just thought she was like fresh out of the shower and hopping on the phone.
Well, since I saw my mother like that once a month, I knew immediately what that was.
That was her touch-up cap.
Ben, when was the last time you saw Truth or Dare?
I actually watched it Thursday night in preparation for today. And I was like, I'm going to have a clever quote, but you know what? I always go with coitus interruptus because I love to say it when I'm out at a gay bar and someone says something that just kills the vibe. And I just turn and I'm like, coitus interruptus.
Wait, what part of the movie was that from?
They're in bed at the end.
Yeah, in bed when they're like, she's interviewing everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Who was she talking to?
Everyone. They're all in bed. And then
who did she say coitus interrupt?
I think it was it Kevin?
It's either Kevin or Gabriel.
Yeah. Yeah, I say that too if I'm like, I remember, walking with a drink and someone bumps into me and it spills. I'm like, oh, coitus interruptus. Yeah.
Coitus interruptus.
But you say it in such a phone sex way, 80s phone sex way.
Coitus. And actually, she said coitus interruptus. I had it wrong. She said coitus interruptus when they cut the music when she's dancing with all the boys.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's
because Jose and Luis are standing behind her.
Right. Okay. It's fucking blue happened in the bed at the end. Okay.
I was obsessed with that song. And of course, we didn't have like Shazam or the internet when that movie
I just found it like 2 years ago.
It literally was like one of those like late in life finds where I was like, oh my God, that's the song she was dancing to in Truth or Dare. Like I always wanted to know what that was. And it was like, you just couldn't find it. And now I know. And things are better off.
Shazam!
And now that track is like, sounds like half of what's on radio.
Living.
Oh, the kids.
So Ben, what do you have planned for your Saturday? Are you gonna go do a little shopping?
No, I'm probably gonna.
Latte.
I probably will get a latte and take a double shate and drive around in my. It's not a Mini Cooper, and I'll feel super duper, honey.
Mm-hmm.
All
Well,
right.
hopefully those you'll have a good afternoon doing whatever it is that you're planning to do.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Ben, always great to talk to
Thank
you. Friend of the
A
podcast.
Thank you
pleasure,
for
gentlemen.
joining. Well.
Mhm. Bye.
Bye.
All right.
And that was our southern segment of the show.
Hold on, I have to figure out how to.
All right.
Let's do it. Hello, you're on with MLVC.
Hey, what's up? It's Alejandro.
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 I am Tony. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Tony.
Hi.
And it's Stefan. Where are you calling from, Alejandro?
From the greater metropolitan DC area.
Oh, how's the president today?
He's good.
I miss DC. I used to go every summer and spend a few days going to museums and hanging out, and it's been a couple of years, so I hope to be able to go back very soon because it's one of my favorite towns.
Trampoline. Oh, so Alejandro, first, importantly, what's your truth or dare quote?
So my favorite is, I think she was laying in bed with Nikki and Donna, and I love it because it was one of those moments where she was super vulnerable, and she says something along the lines of, sometimes I'm thinking to myself, who the hell do I think I am trying to do this? But I only allow myself to think about it every once in a while, because if I do, then I'm done or I'm gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always thought that was such a great moment, the little interaction they had, the three of them, and then when Madonna's saying, I don't know if I really want the fame. Or no, Nikki's saying, I don't know if I want the fame. And Madonna's like, Nikki, come on. Of course you do.
And we've talked to Nikki, and we know that she's done just fine without that international, worldwide, can't leave the house fame,
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to have it for like a hot second and, enjoy the Four Seasons, no matter where you go, and a private jet and whatnot. And then I'd like to be able to go back to grocery shopping without people following me.
Who doesn't like to look people in the eye when they walk down the street?
Oh, look, he just took a Twinkie. Is he going to eat the Twinkie? I don't want that popping up in page 6.
Alex, when was the last time you watched Truth or Dare?
So it was probably like a year ago. Yeah. I saw it for the first time. I'm from Panama in Central America.
Are you kidding me? I'm from Panama too. Compadre.
Oh, cool.
Well, good to see you, ladies and gentlemen. That's our show. Tony and Alejandro are going to have their own podcast now. The Panama Podcast, brought to you by Tony.
No, this is very exciting for me because I don't get to meet people from Panama in the United States very often.
Yo tenía 15 años el año que salió la película. So I saw it when I was 15 years old in Panama, right?
Oh my God. ¿En qué cine lo viste?
Don't worry, we will translate this at the end of the program.
I just asked him what movie theater he saw it in because I know
you're saying dirty things, Tony. I know that's what it is.
So it was in Amador. So on one of the military installations at the time.
Yeah. En la zona.
Totally. So I was a teenager watching Truth or Dare with a bunch of soldiers in the theater. So
okay, so tell me what that was like.
Okay, this is the conversation we need to have. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm like, tell us about the sweaty soldiers.
No, and also tell us what happened during the Truth or Dare scene when they kissed. Like, what was the reaction? Because I know in Texas, when I saw that for the first time, people left.
Oh, prudes.
So nobody booed, nobody left, but the theater was also not completely full. I remember it being half full, and I do remember there being GIs in there watching, and I think they were there to get off on seeing Madonna.
Yeah.
So
when with each other later,
Stefan, this is the United States.
You know what?
Armed Forces.
Sorry, I can't say it in another language. It would have sounded better if I said it in another language.
So I was a kid, right? I was just 15. Yeah. But in retrospect, I want to presume that the dudes that were in there watching it were the closeted gays at the time who were stationed in Panama.
It had to be, right? I mean, come on, it had to be.
Alejandro, this is what's funny. So the year before, I was in Panama visiting my grandmother, and I introduced the entire province of Chiriquí to the Breathless album.
Wow.
But we can talk about that another time. Hablamos en Instagram, okay?
Me encanta. All right, guys.
Okay. I'll talk to you later, Alex. Great to talk to you. Great to meet you.
Thanks. Bye.
Oh, I can hear the. It's funny. You can hear the reverb in the background.
Oh my God, you guys! I'm so excited to meet people from Panama that love Madonna. This is huge for me.
Let's just keep going. Hi, this is MLVC. Who's this?
Next caller,
Hello?
please.
Hello. Who's this?
Hey, it's Junior.
Hi,
Hello,
Junior.
Junior. This is MLVC. Are you
Can
there?
you guys hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can hear you great.
Can you hear us?
Okay, great. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just working with one of my friends, and he's like listening to you guys for the first time, and he thinks we're hilarious.
Oh,
Well,
thanks.
you caught us on a good day. All right, what's your
So
quote?
your friend is like a virgin. Welcome.
He is, and he's no longer a virgin. But the good thing is he is Italian.
Mm. Well,
So,
we'll get.
how
we'll
are
get to
you
that
guys?
at a-
We're doing good.
What's your favorite quote from Truth or Dare?
Oh, see, I get what I want.
I love that scene. I love the look, the chunky shoes, that she's so super 90s in that look. I love that look with the little
Yes,
little
her
daisies in her
hair and the
hair. I
daisy
know
in
it's
her hair.
amazing.
Yeah,
I think
Yeah,
it's
I-
Daisy.
yeah, it was Daisies. I was watching that last night. I watched the first half of it, and I just was marveling on like the transformation, from like no makeup to a full face before the Dick Tracy premiere. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I mean, she really can put on any face,
Yeah, she can, because she really, that was, I mean, for me, that was the first time I saw her without makeup on TV. And I was like, whoa, that's what she looks like without makeup. All
Yeah,
I
she-
remember is the liner. They were outlining her lips, I think.
Yeah, she has no lips in real life.
Right.
Well, now she does, but they're
Now she does.
Tony, no, don't go there, Tony. This is all positive, Madonna. We are
Oh,
not.
no, it's a
Look,
positive thing. I think her
yeah,
lips
it's a positive thing. She didn't have lips, and now she does. It's an American
Right.
dream.
She has a lot of things she didn't have before.
Hey, if I had Madonna's money, I'd have my original hairline back. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, I love that movie. That was my first, I think I want to say that was my first introduction to gay life. Because like Alejandro, I was very young, and I remember watching it on, VHS. You guys know what that is, right?
Yes, I still have some.
So yeah, and I remember when that scene would come on, when they would do the Pope Pride scene, I had to like kind of like watch my back and see, because our TV was in the living room, so my mother can watch it from the kitchen.
Ay, Dios
She would be
mío.
like, "What are you watching?"
What is that? Who are those boys? The skimpy outfits.
Yeah, I mean,
Boys-
no, I know what you mean because, growing up, I always had Madonna on in the main, in the living room. But then after like a prayer, when things started to get more dicey and more erotic, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, I was doing the same thing. I was like, literally like Linda Blair, like my face, like my head would just like spin around, the
Pea soup would expel from your mouth.
My head would like just spin around, trying to make sure that no one would watch Madonna do something that
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Your favorite performance from the Blonde Ambition, from Truth or Dare?
Oh, it's Keep It Together for me.
Tony loves those knee pads. He wants that outfit for Halloween sometime.
I do. When watching it last night, when she takes off the Keep It Together see-through vest, I'm like, oh, why can't I have one of those?
That was amazing. Now, those chairs, were they magnetic underneath, or was it just
No, just mirrors.
Yeah, just mirrored.
Apparently, it was for the lights to hit the chairs and reflect back to the audience.
Ah.
I don't know if I have a favorite performance from Truth or Dare. I mean,
you told me you love Cherish and Material Girl. That's your favorite part of the show.
Are those in there?
Not in the.
They're not in the movie, right?
movie.
No. No, truth be told, I was not a fan of the cheesy portions of the Blind Ambition tour, like Material Girl, Cherish. Like, I just thought those were a little too sweet, saccharine.
Me too. But the minute they went into "You Want to Fuck Us" into the groove, I was
on board.
Then I was on board.
I was like, come on, yeah, ooh, boys. I love that part. And I mean, I think out of all, I was so obsessed with Vogue. So I think that officially closing the show. And I always loved, I forgot until I rewatched like one of the Blonde Ambition broadcasts on YouTube the other day. I forgot that the whole cast was lined up and they were all taking bows and whatnot. And then she would rejoin the line and just be like, strike a pose. And then all of them struck a pose as the curtain would lower down. And I always thought that was such a classy way. And then, of course, she did like umpteenth amounts of like, what is it? Callbacks? What's the name of the
Encores?
Thank you.
Lord have mercy. I can't,
It was a late night last night, Tony. What can I say? I was up editing.
I can't hang up on him because he's like right here. Otherwise, I would. But anyway, Junior. So, what was your favorite like performance that was featured in the film?
When I first watched it, it was Vogue. Then I loved Holiday.
I want those bell bottoms.
Like it was just, I don't know, it was the lighting. It was almost like for me at that time, it was like the colors of the lights were the first time it was the closest to a club I was ever going to get at that age. So
at that age, I was going to say.
Right. So I always was like, oh, is this what it looks like in a club? And then later on, when I started going to Twilo and all those things, then I was like, yep,
girl, you went hard. Okay, well, now that you brought up Holiday, I have something to say, and this is for all of you Bravo TV watchers. So last week on The Real Housewives of New Jersey, they were going to a Halloween party, and Jennifer Aiden, who is a garbage person, and I'm being kind when I say that.
Oh, I thought you meant like that's what you did for a profession. I was like, on The Real Housewives?
No, you know what a garbage person is. Someone who's
yeah. I know. I thought you meant she picked up trash for a living.
So anyway, she's getting ready for her Halloween party, and she's got two outfits. She has the Madonna holiday Truth or Dare costume. I mean, not Truth or Dare, Blonde Ambition costume.
That she didn't make.
Yeah.
And then she also had the J-Lo, green dress thing. And I was just like, please wear J-Lo, please wear J-Lo. And she ended up wearing J-Lo because I can't imagine what that woman would have looked like with like a headset and ponytail wig and that a cheap knockoff of the Gaultier polka dot holiday outfit. But anyway, I digress.
But Lisa Rinna also did it, didn't she?
Lisa Rinna dances a lot to Madonna's songs on her TikTok, but I've never seen her in
I think
costume.
she has done a costume though. You're right though, Junior. I do think I'm blanking on what it was, but
it wasn't one of the, I forget which one it was, and Erica, whatever. But anyway. But I do agree with you on Jen.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Yeah, let's talk offline, all right?
Junior, thanks for calling in.
Always great to talk to
Love
you.
you guys.
See you soon.
And
Bye.
Stefan, good luck. I'm not sure if you're still looking to move, but
Oh yeah, my apartment is in shambles. I have boxes, and it's a lot. Don't move, people. If you can stay where you're at, stay where you're at.
It's a hustle.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's also a con.
Everybody knows the damn
Good
truth.
luck, and it was nice talking to you guys again.
Nice to talk to you. Bye.
All right, bye.
Hey.
He's a sweetheart.
I know.
Wait, hold on. Can we look at some of the comments, Tony? Anything salacious? Let's see. Some people love, obviously, Express Yourself.
Does anyone else remember how inexplicably the live version of Live to Tell showed up on the I'll Remember single? Is that right? Was it I'll Remember? No. Why Is It So Hard ended up on the I'll Remember CD single.
Live to Tell the live version?
Live to Tell the live version. No, yeah, from Blonde Ambition was a B-side on a single. Does anyone remember which one it was? Because I'm blanking.
We're not technically quizzing you, but if you can help us out. Oh, Papa Don't Preach is a good one too. I always loved the choreo for Papa Don't Preach was so good. The little arms up and how they sort of like ticked across, and Vince Patterson nailed that. I love that choreo. That's anybody else?
You'll see. Thank you, Rafael. That is
There
exactly
we go.
And I was wondering why almost 10 years later Live to Tell is a B-side.
Yeah,
who knows?
Who do we have on the line?
Hello.
Oh, I know this voice.
Well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. The one, the only.
Her. Hi, Liberty.
Hi, Liberty.
Hi, boys.
First thing first, how is your eye?
Oh, it is healing marvelously.
Good.
Gina,
are you wearing an eye patch?
Gina Gershon pushed her down the stairs, and she had a black and blue eye. It was terrible. Yeah, you almost were wearing an eye patch, I think.
I probably should have, but
I know.
luckily my face mask covers a good deal of the damage, so.
All right. Well, we're glad you're okay. What's your quote, or we're going to hang up on you?
You're not asking the question, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Liberty, how have you been? I've missed you. It's only been a couple months.
I'm so swamped. Work is just crazy. I mean, it's the end of the year, the school year.
Mhm.
Just give him a passing grade and push him out the door.
if I'm correct in saying this, it's starting to get like real humid where you're at, right?
It is, and in fact, it's rained so much that I can't even do my show in this weather.
Freddie, it's raining. You think it's funny, Freddie?
It's Eskimos on ice.
I just have to put on my Vogue costume, and that's my costume for the night.
So when was the last time you watched Truth or Dare? Have you shared this experience with your children yet?
Oh, no.
How old are you? Yeah, your kids might not be ready for this just yet.
And I have to say, I think they'd be terribly bored. I mean, they're 13.
Yeah, they're boys.
Although my son is now the age I was when I saw it in the theater, and I have a lot of trouble placing myself,
right.
Imagining myself being his age and seeing it. But I think times are so different that there's there's no way you can compare.
It wouldn't be shocking to them. They've seen more than that already.
Yes, and I mean, picture it. Okay, it's Sicily.
1995.
1990, and I'm, going to the Sunrise Mall to watch the movie in the theaters. I had to sneak, obviously, and I went.
Mom, I'm going to Debbie's house. I'll be back in a little bit.
Exactly, and I was gonna go in, and I had no idea what to expect. I was just there for Madonna, and even though I had seen the concert already, like on live on HBO, but
yeah,
I remember it being extremely influential on me, thinking to myself, like, this is who I need to be. This is the person that I want to grow up to be. Yeah.
And how's that going for you?
Well, not exactly as planned.
Listen, they have the same guitar teacher. That's one step in the right direction.
They both have blonde hair.
They both have blonde hair.
Oh, speaking of which, Liberty, I know I think I shouted this out to you on your Instagram or whatever, but you were bringing that Madonna's blonde straight hair the other day.
Oh,
I was
yes.
like, oh, she has gotten the look going.
Giving us some flat iron realness.
Yes.
And to think that is just being wasted on the children in that little school in Texas. Like,
they don't appreciate
we need a video, girl. Yeah. Like, come on, I know you're busy, but just like get one of the students. You have a production team right there. Just be like, okay, kids, for lunch break today, we're doing production.
Yeah.
Hey, Liberty, do you have your guitar handy? Because the fans are asking for you to sing us something.
Oh my gosh, it's not in tune. This real facts, like I haven't played it in probably 2 months. I've just been so busy.
P.S. She had the guitar with her when she called in.
You just got an amazing compliment from Alejandro. He says, Liberty is an educator, isn't she? I'm like, yeah. So she's a change agent in her own way.
She'll teach
oh my God.
She'll teach you how to.
She'll teach you how to ...
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a really nice compliment.
That is a huge compliment. And in fact, Alex, I mean, even you asking me to sing, you are so cute. Like, let's be friends.
I was going to say, if you can't do the guitar, we'll take a cappella.
And he's also from Panama, which is always a plus.
I want the good life.
Oh, I thought we were going to get something from Blonde Ambition.
Oh my God.
Okay. That would require a little hint of laryngitis and a little bit of...
a little throatiness. I was trying to think of like...
We are in love. No, there are actually those are some of the funniest parts of the show where she allows them to like record her with her sound going out and screaming and all that, because that's real talk, and I'm sure it must have been like so frustrating for her to, call out to that person whose name I'm not allowed to say anymore.
Tony told me he cannot say the name that he frequently says on the podcast because he says it too often. So.
The tour manager for the Blonde Ambition tour. Yes, but anyway, yeah.
That's Tony's house rules.
Not allowed to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-mm. No.
So when was the last time you saw Truth or Dare, Liberty?
So I saw it probably about 3 months ago, in this color version that I've been lucky enough to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, someone, one of my friends sent me like a long clip. I guess it's like about an hour or so of Truth or Dare colorized. It's very interesting to watch. Yeah, so if you get in touch with me, I'll find a way to get it to you.
Is it weird though? Is it like when you watch like when they colorize like I Love Lucy and it just looks kind of weird?
No, Liberty, wouldn't you say it looks very natural?
It does. I think it looks natural. And I would say there's a hint of, I mean, it does still feel like there's those, I don't know, for lack of a better word, a filter through the color. But it's as beautiful as it is in black and white, I think. It just doesn't have this sort of separation feel from the tour
Well,
scenes.
I guess you get to really appreciate then the Jean-Paul Gaultier tracksuit. You know, you get to see those in color. Speaking of which, if anyone has a Jean-Paul Gaultier tracksuit just lying around that they're itching to get rid of, although I am in purge and pack mode for my apartment, I will take on that piece if someone wants to unload it. You know, it's that can be your gift to me. My birthday's coming up.
I've looked for 30 years, and I know that the only way I'm going to get one is if I have Jean-Paul Gaultier design it and cut it together for me, because
we need to just make that. We can DIY it. We'll go to like Ann's craft store one day and just like,
I'm not crafty.
Get a hot glue gun and some fabric from some fabric from Michael's, and
not even. Well, thank you, Liberty. It was always good to talk to you, and hopefully we'll get to talk to you on the show soon.
Yes, indeed. And I cannot wait. Love you guys.
Bring your guitar.
Okay.
if you can,
I will.
Bye, girl.
All right, bye. Hold on. Let's see. What are some of the comments? What are some of the? Yes, there was a moment with an Evian bottle in Truth or Dare. We haven't gotten to that. I'm surprised no one's called in with that quote. Show us what it looks like when you give head.
Listen, I'm surprised we haven't even started to talk about Moira McFarland, the real star of Truth or Dare.
Who, yes, we have tried to get on the show, but it's difficult.
It's difficult to find Moira. But like I said, she's also a dancer, although not the same kind of dancer Madonna was. But they grew up together, and they shared a very specific time as children, and I always wanted Moira and Madonna to like connect and maybe do a show, 2-woman show, or
oh my god, that would be hysterical.
Yeah, or even like a 1-hour like interview, where it's like Moira and Madonna interviewing each other, asking each other all those important questions. But when Madonna got to see Moira, I realized that would never happen because she just couldn't wait to get out of that room.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Ben Klein, the poet, is saying she doesn't want to be found. Yeah, I would agree with that, Ben. She's probably just enjoying the money.
And think about it. That baby girl, whose name is probably Madonna, is now 30 years old.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. True.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I wonder what that Madonna's doing with her life. That's like Madonna in an alternate universe,
I don't know. Well, in the words of Madonna Ciccone, it's like, all right, have a baby, name her Madonna, and all right, I got to go, bye.
Love you.
Love you. Yeah.
Tony, what's your favorite quote from Truth or Dare? Did we cover this?
Yeah. I mean, it's please, Freddie, please.
Oh yeah, we did. Was that already this show? I'm telling you, COVID's done a really weird thing where time no longer is linear. It's very strange.
I know, and think about the people that God forbid already had COVID, because I hear that one of the after effects is like memory loss. So. Good luck.
I swear I've had it then. I don't think I didn't test for the antibody. I tested negative for the antibodies, but I was like, the amount of memory loss I have, I'm like, I just don't even. It's like Madonna when we sat down and chatted with her at the Madame X tour, my friend Sean and I was like, Madonna, you and I danced together, and she was like, I don't remember. And I was just like, okay, where am I supposed to go with this? But she's like, I don't remember what I did last week, much less what I did 5 years ago. So.
I wonder if we can release that sound file. Do you think? Do you think we'd get in trouble?
So everyone, just so you know, we do have bootleg audio of that moment where my friend Sean and I are talking to Madonna at the the Madam X, or we found it online. I don't know who posted it, but I found it and I snatched it, and it's a little slice of heaven. And the only reason we've never posted it is because I'm always afraid that like someone from her team's that'll be the one episode Guy Osieri decides to listen to.
But think about it. I mean,
then like he'll shut us down.
If any of you guys are lawyers that listen to us, just let us know what you think.
Are we legally allowed to post
we
that?
wouldn't. There would be no music. There would
Right.
be no written music.
No.
It would just be her voice, Stefan's voice, and Sean's voice. I'm sure we could get Sean's permission. I'll reach out to him. And but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I would love for people to hear that.
It's because it's really, really funny.
Yeah.
And we haven't posted it just because we've always been afraid that like
Right.
her lawyers would like cease and desist.
And plus, I want there to be proof out there that
Right. Because Ricardo didn't post us on her Instagram.
right. But I want there to be proof out there that Madonna actually knows about the podcast. You know, so
She does.
she does. So
She does.
anyway, yeah. If there's any, we can get some legal advice. That
Yeah.
would be very much appreciated. All right, let's take another caller.
Hello, you're on with MLVC. Who's this?
Hi guys.
Rafael, is that you?
Yes, this is me. How are you doing?
Raphael.
How's it going?
It's going good. I want to thank you guys for taking us through the pandemic, getting us through the pandemic. So
We're still in it.
Well, my guilty pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
No, that means a lot to me because, and Stefan too, because when this happened, we really didn't know what to do with ourselves. And the only thing that we could come up with was like, well, we can do a show every week, you know? And then luckily all of our dream guests were suddenly available.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that everyone went on this journey with us because it just keeps getting funner, I think.
It does. Absolutely.
All right. What's your quote? Are you getting hung up on?
Oh my God. I have so many quotes and even like dialogues. It's like, like chilling out with Sandra Bernhard. And she's like, I'm so desperate. For what?
For what,
For
honey?
some fun.
Yeah, I love it. I love that interaction. I remember how scary Sandra Bernhard seemed at the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like those two things, the two men kissing and Sandra Bernhard. That's what like straight white America would just like could not wrap around their head, you know? And to me, those two things were like old hand, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, there's Sandy, you know? Yeah, and I love that, that segued into Madonna's Spanish adventure with the Almodovar crew.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Yeah.
When was the last time you watched the movie, Raphael?
I think it was like at the beginning of the pandemic. I actually have the DVD that I think it was 2012 that when she launched her fragrance, Truth or Dare. I was in New York at the time on a business trip, and she had like a launch event in Macy's. So so you bought if to get in, you had to buy like a package, which it was the fragrance, the DVD, a shirt, and a bag. And then you got in. So yeah, so I still have that from.
All right, so tell us what all that stuff looks like, because I've never seen that swag.
The shirt I gave away, and
so it wasn't memorable.
I just kept the DVD. It's just like the same image of her like looking at her reflection. Yeah, and it was okay. Yeah, it was okay.
It wasn't a Truth or Dare T-shirt. It was
Yeah,
it was the fragrance, not
Stefan,
the
did you go to that fragrance line?
I don't think I did. I it's weird when she does things that aren't music related. I tend to tune it out a little bit because I don't feel like, I mean, look, I'm all for her expressing herself in different avenues, and if she wants to be a perfume person sometimes, great. But I wasn't going to purchase the perfume, so I don't think I went.
No, I didn't get to go. I had to work, but one of my friends went, and she was telling me how that was where she saw that guy that was kind of like internet famous for a while, who got the tattoo of Madonna.
Oh yeah.
On his arm. He was there, and then she she talked to him, and they had a whole photo op or whatever. But yeah, I got to remember his name because I want to have him on the show.
Well, like I wasn't even going to go to when she did the MDNA skincare thing at Barney's. I wasn't going to go because I was like, but literally at like 4:00, my friend was like, Stefan, you have to get over here. There's only 10 people in the store. I'm like, what are you talking about? 10 people. He's like, just get here. Oh. So I like flew to Barney's on my broomstick, and I was there up, and we were up at the makeup counter, and so we got to see Madonna.
Oh, that's the one thing I wish I would have gone to. Because,
which was fun. That was fun to sort of see her up close. There was, who wants to buy me a diamond? And
Oh.
that I have video. I have that video footage.
Rafael, where are you calling from, and what's it like over there?
I'm calling from Puerto Rico.
Oh, nice.
Oh, where in Puerto Rico?
It's San Juan.
Oh, I wish I were there right now.
I'm thinking, are you holding like a little drink with an umbrella, sitting on a beach?
No, later. I will be doing that later. Like in
very, very
hours.
nice.
Yeah,
Tropical, the island breeze.
Yeah, exactly. All of nature wild and free.
All the nature is wild and free, and where I want to be. So you should come. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
Right now it's quite hot. Right now it's like 94 degrees.
Oh, that's heaven to me.
Yeah,
perfect beach weather.
Perfect beach weather, and some of the restrictions were just like taken off. Are going to be taken off on Monday.
Nice.
So we're going to have concerts again at 30% of capacity. So we're all looking forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I think the biggest thing I saw was that now you can skinny dip in pools. So sign me up. I'm there.
Yeah, I've never been to Puerto Rico, but ever since I saw Madonna, disgrace the Puerto Rican flag, I've always wanted to go.
Well, you know what? It's like I was at that concert.
Oh, you were? Tell us all about it.
Yes, and I'm obviously very proud to be Puerto Rican, but I never took it as an offense. I just, when I saw it, I said, this is her having sex with Puerto Rico. So
there you go. There you go.
So it never like bothered me, but yeah.
Well, I'm definitely going to go up there at some point.
Have you never been to Puerto Rico?
I've never been.
Oh, I've been twice. I got sun poisoning on the beach drinking beer all day, and let me tell you, that was miserable. But otherwise, Puerto Rico is amazing. I want to go. What's the island?
Vieques.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where I've always been told I have to go. But it looks beautiful. There's so much of the island I haven't seen.
Yeah, I want to go there too. They have that that thermal water. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like
that's in Coamo.
Yeah.
But Vieques is beautiful. I'm actually going to Vieques in the middle of June with my family.
Nice. Send photos.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, so we can be jealous. Exactly.
Yeah, no, I'm also like, I want to see the colonial part of San Juan, because ever since I saw Dirty Dancing Havana Nights, I've been like, I got to go there.
It's beautiful. Actually, I don't know if you've seen The Baker and the Beauty.
Oh, yes, I did see that.
A lot of it was filmed. It takes place in Miami, but a lot of the scenes are actually shot in Puerto
I had
Rico.
no idea. Yeah, that's like some TV movie with like pretty much every Latin actor is in it, but it's cute.
One of my favorite moments of being in Puerto Rico was my friend was averse to, of course, I don't know what, he was being so stupid. He didn't want to drink the water. Because I was like, this isn't Mexico, it's Puerto Rico.
No, it's pretty safe.
And he didn't want to drink any of it. He was only drinking bottled water. He was like Charlotte in the Sex and the City movie.
Dear white people.
Yeah, exactly. And so it was so hot, and we were visiting the forts in Old San Juan, and we were walking from one fort to the next. And we were sweating our asses off. And there was a little shaved ice guy off to the side.
Yum, raspao.
Yes. And my friend Doug was like, oh, I have to get one of these. So he's eating the shaved ice. And I looked at him and I was like, I'm really surprised you're eating that right now. And he's like, why? He's like, it's so hot out. I'm like, but Doug, I'm like, you didn't want to drink the water here. And he's like, so? And I was like, well, where do you think the ice comes from? And God. Literally in mid-chew, he was like, oh my God. And then he couldn't finish it. So I got to eat it.
Oh, never turn down a raspado when you buy it on the street.
Yeah, but it's pretty safe. Like the water.
Yeah, no, he was just being ridiculous. He's just so silly.
All right, next stop, San Juan. Thank you, Rafael. We'll talk to you soon, and send us photos when you
please.
when you go to Vieques.
Scantily clad.
Will do. Thanks,
okay,
guys.
ciao.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye. Yeah, I need a vacation. That's the one thing like I'm so excited about is not getting on a plane, but just like getting out of the New York City metropolitan area somewhere.
R&R.
Yeah, doing a little something.
Next caller, please. Hello, caller, you're on.
Oh, they can't join now. Okay, well.
All right, well, you can call in later.
Yeah, sorry. Well, let's look at the comments. Anything let's anything exciting going on in the comments world?
Well, Ralph says this feels like a Corona commercial because we were talking about Tropical the Island Breeze. And
some people are saying we can post 30 seconds of the Madonna Madam X conversation. I don't know if that's true. The 30 seconds.
You know what? I think we should just go ahead and post it, and not publicize it.
I was going to say, so in a future episode, everyone, we're not going to tell you which one, and we're not even going to, it'll be at the very end of the episode. It'll be like remember when CDs used to have hidden tracks?
Oh my God, special secret track inside.
Yes.
I love that.
That's what we're going to do. We won't tell you when it's coming, and we'll just post the conversation at the tail end of the podcast. So you have to listen to the whole thing.
Oh, I can't wait to do that. Wait, did Madonna ever do one of those?
A hidden track?
Yeah, I don't think she did.
No, I know Janet Jackson used to do it all the time.
And I know Kylie Minogue did one which was ridiculous. It was in Light Years, and it was before the first track, which is it's called Password. Look it up. But it's funny
How
because
is it before?
It plays before.
And then there's like a big...
You go to one. You could go to one and hit play, and it would play one. But then if you go to one and you hit
before,
you hit the rewind or whatever, the left arrow, and then it would play it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, why? Oh, okay. Well, hey, good for Kylie.
Good for Kylie.
Yeah. Let's see. Any more comments? Anyone else want to call in since we're nearing the end of our hour? Who else is dying to talk a little? I'm trying to think of one of my favorite quotes.
Well, we have a request, and if Justin Theodora is listening, if he's not, we will get him the message. But yes, we would like a re-release or maybe just a small batch of Do Something Else, Do My Eyebrows, because that shirt is desperately sought after.
I'm telling you, if you reach out to him, he could, because that's how I got ours. I had reached out to him and said, look, I'd love to purchase this t-shirt. And he did it. Oh, we have a caller. Hold on. Oh, did we lose that caller? Let's try it again.
Caller, you're on.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, it's Prince Eric.
Hi, another friend of the podcast.
Oh, you mean Daddy?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know this inside joke.
Tell us your fantastic news.
Oh yeah, so my husband and I have been in the process of adopting a child for like
Eric.
2 years, and in March we got a call that he was born. We hadn't had anything ready.
Tony's crying.
I'm gonna start crying.
Here, get some tissues.
Anything.
I know you have a little boy, right? He's your son. Yeah, he is so adorable. I love the little photos. Of
Eric, congratulations to you and your husband. That is
great
news.
Are you sleeping?
No, not at all. just learning to operate on Madonna's schedule. I'm up at 3 a.m, and that's my party time.
How often do you play Little Star?
I sing to this baby boy every day.
Oh, it's so sweet.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, when the podcast started, I called in right away, and he was sleeping. I'm actually doing like 3 things at once right now because he's sleeping. And of course, the moment that you guys picked up the call from me, he started crying, and I'm like, I cannot answer this right now. So it's all good.
Well, I'm glad that you are able to take a few minutes.
Yes.
Go ahead, your quote.
There's always time for MLVC podcast. So my quote, first of all, everybody stole my quote. You're not asking the questions, motherfucker, okay? But another quote that I love is that whole scene where she is reciting her thank you to her assistant Mel, and she's like, sweet Melly Mel, you pick up my shit and my undies that smell. You buy me my Tampax, my rubbers, and all. And she's like, size large. I love that because it's like a different voice. Like she pulls out, like, I don't know. I'm not from New York, but I would say like probably like the Bronx or something. Like she pulls out that voice, and
it's a bit of an accent.
It reminds us that, like, even though she's gone through the British accent phase, like she's always been doing that. She's always on stage. She's always an actress, and it's like it's no different now than it was back in 1990.
Yeah, it's funny
You know?
when we had a run-in with her when I worked at Film Society at Lincoln Center. She came to an event, and my boss got in her face, and he was trying to, like, facilitate her movement through the room, and she started yelling at him with this Brooklyn accent, and he looked at her and he's like, "I thought you were from Detroit." And needless to say, she didn't speak to him the rest of the night.
Right.
But yeah, I love it when she puts on that tough girl voice,
Yeah. That is the Detroit coming out of her. You know what I mean? We're tough here. We gotta defend ourselves. We gotta let you know who's boss.
Yeah. So are you guys are gonna be with the baby all summer long? Are you guys gonna take him somewhere, or are you guys?
Is he too young to travel?
Too young to travel.
Well, we've actually already taken a trip. My best friend lives in DC, and she had a baby. They're 6 months apart, and we hadn't been able to see each other because of COVID. Her mother hasn't even seen the baby. She doesn't like to travel kind of alone. So I was off on my paternity leave, and so I was like, "We're going on a road trip." We had all been vaccinated.
You mean a tour? You were going on tour.
Going on tour. We were all vaccinated, and so it was a nice little trip. He slept. I mean, he was young enough. He was probably 3 weeks at the time. So,
oh my gosh, really little. Wow.
Yeah, he slept the whole ride. I mean, we had to stop once to feed him and change him, but we did a lot of great things. One of my biggest goals was to stand on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial where MLK gave his "I Have a Dream" speech
with the baby.
With the baby, yeah.
Wearing Madonna.
I did get a onesie in the mail that said "M is for Madonna" from one of my friends. So I got boys looking out for me.
No, that's so sweet. Yeah, my question when I asked you if you guys were going to go anywhere, I was like, is it too soon to take the baby to Saugatuck?
To the tea dance there?
Yeah. Why not?
All your aunties and uncles ready to meet you.
You could also take them to the Chicone winery. I know it's family friendly. Well, Eric, congratulations. That put the biggest smile on my face, and I'm so happy for you guys.
Thank you. And by the way, he's already at least heard Truth or Dare. Because,
good.
I purchased it on iTunes or whatever, years ago, and it's on my phone. So a lot of times if I'm driving, long trips, I'll just put it on. It's connected to my car, so we listen. And so he was in the back seat. Just on Tuesday we were listening.
Oh, how cute.
So,
well, he's got a heavy Madonna catalog to catch up on.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
We gotta think of a little gift to send this guy, okay? So we're gonna send us your address, okay?
Eric,
love you guys.
take care.
Keep up the great work.
All right, talk to you soon, Eric.
Yes.
Bye.
All right.
All right, bye. Oh, I love that little babies learning about Madonna.
I know.
Before they even learn how to walk.
We got time for one more call.
Sure.
So
Why not do it?
if you're inclined to do so.
There we go.
Here we go.
There we go. Hold on. Hello, you're on with MLVC.
Hello, caller.
I can never tell if it connects. There we go.
Hello, caller.
Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Hi.
Oh, hello, Stefan. Hello, Tony. A long-time listener and first-time caller. So.
Oh, yay! We love that. Who's this?
This is Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. Where are you calling from?
Kevin Costner.
No. I'm not quite
Anyone
that
who
neat.
says my show is neat has to go.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Don't call it neat. So, where are you calling from? And tell us your code, or are you gonna get hung up on?
No problem. I'm actually calling you from Korea, South Korea.
Oh, that's amazing.
I think he's our first Asia caller.
I'm so excited. I love Korea. I love K-pop. I love Korean food. Now I just have to go to Korea.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome anytime as well. And my quote would be, take a pull, and stick it up your ass. I love that scene.
That's awesome. So
you're
Kevin,
forgiven, Ali, for all the things you don't know.
Kevin, while I have you on the phone, I have to ask you: do you have like a knowledge of K-pop?
I do. I've lived here for about 7 years now. So yeah,
okay.
It's kind of all around.
Do you know about the K-pop girl group? Their name is Secret.
Oh yeah, they're actually. Well, I think maybe they're not active anymore, but their song Madonna was actually quite big here for that for a while.
So yeah, they came out with a song in 2011 called Madonna.
Mm-hmm. Is it like a pop song?
It's a pop song, and I saw that by accident I was Googling "Secret" by Madonna, and that came up instead. So it's a K-pop song where they're actually talking about how amazing Madonna is and how she's inspired them.
Yeah, the lyrics don't really directly apply to Madonna per se, but I think the lyrics are more about just trying to be like a strong, independent woman.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of the message, and they kind of refer to Madonna indirectly. But yeah, it's a catchy little K-pop song.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, so what do you think, where do you think the fandom for Madonna is these days in Korea? Because I know that in the 90s it was huge, you know?
Right. I think if you say her name, people are well aware of her, but almost kind of like in the States, the younger generation, like people in their 20s, might just know her as somebody who was just famous for being big in pop music,
right?
But she's not somebody who's kind of Ariana Grande or anybody like that, unfortunately.
Right.
But,
no, which is curious too, because K-pop is inspired by Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, Madonna, the New Kids on the Block. Anything that was from the early 90s, K-pop is basically a modern day translation of that. So, but the thing is that they don't really acknowledge their the predecessors. So, yeah, I'm
I don't think it's anything intentional, but I guess with every generation they kind of try to forge their own path, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Makes sense.
No, I'm thank you for answering that, because I always want to know what people are thinking these days in other countries. So, how's everything going on in Korea right now? Is everything kind of back to a regular pace?
Fairly. I mean, actually, like tonight. Actually, it's about 2 a.m. On a late Sunday, early morning, and I went to a concert tonight for the first time in about since COVID all began. So things are returning back to normal, bit by bit, and a lot of people are just waiting for the vaccine to be given out on a widespread basis. But yeah, people are coping fairly well, I would say.
That's awesome. So who did you go see? What concert did you go to?
Well, actually, there's a Korean American singer called Lena Park. Who
yes,
I'm a big
I know
fan.
who Lena Park is. Yeah.
Oh, do you really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tony knows everything.
No, you have no idea. We
his
can talk.
Vast knowledge is incredible.
When K-pop was starting to make it big here in the U.S., I went to see all the ones that came here. I went to see.
Oh, wow.
I went to see Shiny in Toronto. I saw 2NE1 in their first American performance. I saw a Super Junior.
Ladies and
Big
gentlemen,
Bang.
I don't know when he has the time to do all this.
Yeah, we can talk about this some other time. But
Crazy.
yeah.
That is really cool. But for all the listeners, if you want a powerhouse vocalist from Korea, I definitely go to YouTube and check out Lena Park, Lena.
Awesome. But this is not a Lena Park podcast.
I was going to say, where have we gone? I'm like, we're not.
I love Madonna.
Lena Park is not paying for product placement on this podcast.
No, but we like to expose our listeners to all kinds of pop music.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, speaking of world music, today is Eurovision. So,
oh, that's right. Yeah, today's Eurovision.
Anyone who wants to get their taste of some fantastic music, go watch Eurovision. I don't know where it's streaming.
Well, guess what, America? It's actually going to be streamable in the US for the first time today. I don't know how. We're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah, look it
individually.
Look it up.
Look it up. But yeah, Eurovision is tonight.
Kevin, I think for you it's probably bedtime, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's time for some bedtime story.
I can't believe you're up this late. It's a little night owl.
Kevin, we really appreciate you listening to the show and calling in tonight. It's great to know that we've got a loyal listener in Korea.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for giving me so many smiles on many a subway ride and gym workout. So thank you so much, you guys.
Keep up the great work.
Hit us up on Instagram if you haven't, just so we can know who you are.
We'll talk to you
Absolutely.
soon.
Okay, bye. Oh wow, that's a late night, but I love his thinking. And
you guys, I'm just touched that we've got international listenership.
Yeah, I mean,
it's all I ever wanted.
Let's hear it for our international listeners, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I love the sound effects. I don't know how long they actually go for.
No, it's just really cool, because sometimes you feel like you are the only person in your world, when you're down on yourself or whatever, I mean, we all have bad days, but today I get on the phone and I talk to all these really lovely people from around the world, and we all have something in common, and that's very comforting, and I hope that you guys feel the same way.
Exactly.
Stefan's playing with all of the knobs, and
they're fun. I mean, hold on, just one more. Let's see. There we go. Right. That's our happy outro. Everybody, thanks for joining us. Honestly, the live shows, not that we don't enjoy doing the regular episodes, but the live shows are just such a fun. Yeah. It's like a radio show. We're waiting for any of what are the not the radio programs. What are those? What does Sandra Bernhardt do on Sand?
Oh yeah, we're waiting for Sirius to give us a call.
Thank you. Yeah, I want Sirius
Radio Andy. We're ready.
Exactly. Weekly Madonna show. Who wouldn't want to listen to that? I mean, come on. Yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody. Obviously, you can find us on Twitter and Instagram at MLVC Podcast. Make sure that you share us with your friends and family. If you feel the need, you can also donate to the podcast. We have a link tree on our Instagram, and feel free. We do this podcast out of the goodness of our own hearts because we love doing it and we love Madonna, but also does cost us a little bit of money. So if there's any wealthy listeners out there, feel free to drop us a gift. help pay for our Podbean subscription.
Yeah.
Everyone enjoy the rest of your weekends. Enjoy the summertime weather, or if you're not in summertime, enjoy the whatever weather you have.
And to echo Raphael, who just said, shall we do this one more time? Yes, let's do this next month. Okay.
Yeah, seriously. I don't know feel free to drop us suggestions about what you'd like to chat about, but otherwise, go watch Truth
Oh my God,
Dare.
we can talk about Madonna Pride. Madonna in the gay community.
Okay, we could do that. I'd like that. That's a good idea. Yeah.
So for Pride Month, we'll talk about Madonna
and gays.
Yeah, Madonna and the gays.
Yeah, sure, why not?
A special relationship that's best not talked about.
I like that. Oh yeah, I forgot it was Pride Month next month.
Oh, and also just to finish off the Truth or Dare episode, there's a couple of things that you guys got to look up just to laugh. So there's Medusa, Dare to Be Truthful, which is Julie Brown's spoof of Truth or Dare. So that's on YouTube. And then also Blossom, which is a TV series from the early 90s with Mayim Bialik. She did an episode that was based on Truth or Dare, where it's like she's daydreaming that she's a pop star, and it's in black and white, and it's hilarious.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So check that out.
Okay. Well, I think that's it for today, folks. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all the callers who called in. This was a lot of fun.
It's a wrap. We'll see you guys next month for the next live show, and our next full-length episode will be on Apple Podcasts and Spotify.
In the meantime, do something else. Do my eyebrows.
Bye.